guys to know that the kiddos made those candy. They all came together, I think it was last Sunday, and I thought, boy, they're having a good time back there. I was wondering, and it was because they were putting it all together for the grandparents for this morning.
But Chewy, we are so blessed to have these children.
Yes.
Well, I know that because they made special gifts for y'all, they also decided they want to do a song for y'all. So we'll get it ready. Just tell me.
Okay, we can use this one.
The speaker.
Go ahead. You got it set up.
Ready?
This is the light of mine, and I'm gonna let it shine. This is the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This is the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This is the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This is the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This is the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Jesus is the light,
Amen.
I'm gonna let it shine. Jesus is the light, I'm gonna let him shine. Jesus is the light, I'm gonna let him shine. Let him shine, let him shine, let him shine. I'll stand on my feet, and I will clap my hands and shout, shout. I will run around, and I'll jump off the ground and shout, shout. I'll stand on my feet, and I will clap my hands and shout, shout. I will run around, I'll jump off the ground and shout, shout. This is the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This is the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This is the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. And I will stomp my feet, and I will clap my hands and shout, shout.
Okay, now it's the grandparents' time. Okay, now we're gonna do the hand motions. Y'all caught on? Did y'all catch on? Oh, what a blessing to see that. I'll tell you what, when little kids do that, just to know that God made them, He made each and every one of us, how special that is. Happy Grandparents' Day. Guess what? We're not done singing. Page 11 or the screen. Page 11 or the screen. Come thy fountain of every blessing. Come thy fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy praise. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some mellow sonnet, sang from flaming tongue above. Praise His name, fix upon it, name of God's free living love. Hitherto thy love has blessed me, thou hast brought me to this place, and I know thy hand will bring me safely home by thy good grace. Jesus loved me when a stranger, wandering from the fold of God. He to rescue me from danger, brought me with His precious blood. Oh, to grace, how great a debtor daily I'm constrained to be, that thy goodness like a fetter bind my wandering heart to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it, prone to leave the God I love. Hear my heart, oh, take and seal it, seek it for thy courts above. Amen. One more. I squeeze it out of y'all if I have to. But as the deer panteth for the water, so my soul longeth after thee. Amen. As the deer panteth for the water, so my soul longeth after thee. You alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship thee. You alone are my strength, my shield. To you alone may my spirit yield. You alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship thee. You're my friend, and you are my brother, even though you are a king. I love you more than any other, so much more than anything. You alone are my strength, my shield. To you alone may my spirit yield. You alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship thee. I want you a shield. To you alone may my spirit yield. You alone are my thought, desire, and I long to worship thee. Amen. Amen. What a special morning it has been. And not only for the little kiddos, but for me as well. That I can say, without a doubt, that happy Grandparents' Day to each and every one that's here. And it got me to think. And I was reading something, and I remember, and it got me to think of myself when I was younger. But for this sermon, a crown of love. A crown of love. And before I get started, got too much stuff up here sometimes. These kiddos, grandkids, they wrote these because some of them, they just don't make sense at all. But some of them, you know why. But the kids decided to write favorite things and times with their grandparents. And I don't know who wrote them, but let me tell you something, it comes from the heart. And it says, I have a fun day with my nanny because we have fun day with each other. Watching the games with Granny and Gramps. Mimi and me put towels up. Me and Pawpaw do stuff on tractor. When me and my grandma went to Taco Casa and went to her house and watched movies. Baling hay with Pawpaw and playing with Mimi. Many things, I can't even read. Isn't that so sad? Y'all pray for your pastor. My favorite thing was riding around Roxton with Pawpaw. My favorite thing is walking in the woods with Pawpaw. My favorite thing is swimming with Nana, or is it Nana? My favorite thing is doing work in the yard with Pawpaw. Me and Grandma love to hang out at her house, and we love each other. I love to hang out with Grandpa and his 100 cats.
Okay.
Bless My favorite thing is her food fixes and gives us. My favorite thing, my grandparents are helpful. We play together. They give me toys and eat ice cream. We lay on the ground and look at the moon and stars, jumping on the trampoline. We go different places together. I like to go shopping with Grandma, chilling at Grandma's house, cooking with Nana, and making party mix at Christmas. And I got two more, but I'll read them after the sermon. You know, they come from the heart. Kiddos, little children's, that are so pure and innocent.
Yes.
That's why it's so
Amen.
important for them to be taught in the right, correct way.
Amen.
And that's why the title of this one is A Crown of Love. A Crown of Love. Like I said, I got too many names up here, you guys. Y'all bear with me. But I don't want to lose that. I started thinking, I read something and made me think, how many times did you think, maybe as a child, as I know I did, what did you think when you saw someone with gray hair? What did you think of someone who is old and who outlived their usefulness? Do you ever make fun of them because their hearing is almost gone and you have to yell to make them hear you? Do you make jokes because of their memory isn't as good as it once was? Have you thought about those things? Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what the scripture says about grandparents. If you have your Bibles, there's two scriptures. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 30. And I'm so overwhelmed this morning. Thank you for being the person you are. An amazing person, not just for the kiddos, not just for your family, but even to us. That even though we're not blood related, because we believe in Christ, we're brothers and sisters in Christ. That I know that anybody can pick up the phone and say, hey, I need help, or this and that, or how do you do something? And yet, yeah, just because your hair changed colors, you're amazing, wonderful, and I'm so blessed. Proverbs chapter 16 and verse, let me get there. I think that's the right one. Have it on there. Gray hair is a crown of splendors, and it attains by the righteous life. Splendor. Rise in the presence. Oh, went over too far. But it is. Just because your hair grows and it changes colors. I know myself, I was looking at myself in the mirror and I said, uh-oh, my hair is changing. Uh-oh. Melody said, don't pull it out. I said, you don't understand. People will see. But she said, but a crown, gray hair is amazing. I said, but you don't know, Ron. Have you ever been there?
Amen.
Let's see.
But when I look into the congregation, when I think about each and every one of you guys, what an amazing testimony you guys are. Not just to me, but the little ones. How you have overcome many obstacles in life. That the younger generation, even myself, how do you do this? How do you handle this? And boy, the words of encouragement, knowledge, and wisdom, amazing how it flows. Now, doesn't mean that it was hard at times. It could be. Oh, but you learn by experience. That's why I say, for us younger generations to talk to older people so we can learn. And you wouldn't share that knowledge if you didn't love us. Thank you so much for doing that. Just because you lose some hair, it changes colors. In Leviticus chapter 19:32, rise in the presence of the aged, show respectful to the elders, for I am Lord. Have you ever noticed when a king or a queen comes into a room, what do people do? People stand, don't they? They show respect.
Yeah.
See, the Bible tells us that we show respect to our elders. A lot of the younger generation, they don't know. Flip on the news and see what happened. But when a king and queen enters the room, everyone is stand to respect. That's why I'm so honored and grateful that I could stand in this place right here and to see each and every one of you. Boy, especially seeing the little kiddos singing, how it warms your heart. How you warm my heart. Oh, I haven't done anything. If it wasn't for grandparents, older people, let me tell you something. Have y'all seen a lot of churches would be closed? They would. Not just that, a lot of families would be torn apart. For the men, many times would have to go off to war or have to go off working, and who stays home? Usually it's the mother, holding the family together. And then for you to tell stories from generations to generation, so we can learn from y'all. That's a crown of love. I know there's two more. And I'll close. This one says, memories of my grandmother. All the patience in the world. Always had time for me. She would throw the road for jump and rode hours at times. Taught me to sew on and pedal the sewing machine. Took me swimming, and swimming lessons would set and wait. Walking in the pasture up and down the creek. I remember this, making mud pies, playing cards and dominoes hours at a time. When I got my driving permit, I was her personal driver and we went everywhere. Hope I have made half the memories with my grandchildren that they did with me.
Amen.
And one more. I would not be in this church if it wasn't for her. I would not have gone to college without her. She taught me good manners and how to treat a lady. She is the rock of our family. We would all be lost without her. It's impossible to find the words to express how much love, respect, admiration that I have for her. All of our amazing excursions over the years, from driving into flooded waters to going down trails in a car that a goat would make it down. I can't wait to see where we end up next. You know, these comes from the heart. Some of them made sense and some had a lot of animals. Well, we want to say thank you for being a great and awesome and wonderful grandparent. not just for the kiddos, for even myself included. Even to Melody and even to the baby Jennifer. How when I said, hey, a special day for me. And boy, y'all came together, had everything decorated. Hey, need help. And you guys were over at the center passing out food. I've never led preaching before. It's okay. We'll even pray more to God to help you through. Let me tell you something. Hey, we're looking for a place of worship and fellowship. Come on. And let me tell you something. I saw the arms just, ooh. I saw them this morning. That's why it's so important, even the kiddos, to get in the mix and mingle to see it. I am so touched that you are wearing a crown of thorns. Even if you don't have, excuse me, crown of love. Come on now, not a crown of thorns. I'm getting ahead of myself. I see I was going to make sure you guys are paying attention. Crown of love. I see it. I'm so blessed and honored. Now keep it up so we can learn from you. Amazing. Guess what?
Yeah.
Jesus is amazing. He put you guys over here. Every breath we take is for His glory. Remember
Amen.
that. Because let me tell you, there's others looking up.
Yeah.
A crown of love. Thank you, grandparents. And thank the Lord for each and every one of y'all.
Amen.
Let's pray.